Hey everyone, my name's Lady Mage. You can call me Mage. I want to talk to you today about what popularity means when it comes to whether something good or bad, something good or bad. Sorry. um, First thing I want to point out is that I'm not someone who likes everything popular or everything that's not popular, and that's kind of what I'm talking about. I know people that love unpopular things and hate popular things, and the reverse is often true. People like popular things and dislike unpopular things. Because it seems to be that people think popular equals good, or popular equals people are sheep, and unpopular equals good, or unpopular equals crap. I don't understand this, because, first of all, my main point, popularity is tacked on after the object is made, not before. You don't see, you don't hear about the script of a movie and go, wow, that's really popular, if it hasn't been made into a movie yet, or even a trailer. Um, you usually judge it more on what you like and don't like personally. Me, for example, I love horror. So something that's not horror related is probably not going to be my cup of tea compared to something that is a horror movie. I know people that love romantic comedies, so they're going to prefer romantic comedies to other things. And if thing happens to be popular, yippee skippy, other people like it. And if it happens to end up being unpopular or underground or just horrible even for that genre, oh well, better luck next time. That's the other thing. I've never noticed that popularity goes into quality, because some things are of pretty good quality and popular. My Little Pony is actually an example of this, and no, I'm not a fan. I just happen to agree that it's one of the better things on television right now. Well, things like The Jersey Shore are also popular, and let's face it, that's not quality television. That's not even subpar television, in my opinion. That's just me, of course. If you happen to like it, good on ya. If you happen to be like me and go, oh dear God, what's going on here? Join the club. At the same time, there are things that were not very popular that were still pretty good. An example I can think of is, I think Fritz the Cat goes into that from the 70s, because I don't think that was very popular at the time. I could be wrong, please correct me. But yeah, a lot of things like that tend to go into that category of it was actually pretty good. Then there are things that are unpopular for a reason. An example would be The Room, which people are trying to make the next Rocky Horror, and I've seen it on Adult Swim, and that thing is terrible. I'm not even kidding. It has unpopular doesn't mean it doesn't have a fan base, by the way. It just means it's not out, there's not 20 million people that love it. But really, that's kind of how I feel. At the same time, there are popular things that I like. There are popular things that I like and popular things that I dislike, just like everyone else, but it's not merited on whether or not it's popular. An example for me would be Pixar. I'm not a fan of Pixar. I will say this flat out. I know this is a shock, somebody who dislikes Pixar for some reason. Because for me, a lot of their stories are a little on the formulaic side, or have gotten to be on the formulaic side. I mean, their sequels, they do tend to do something more original for the sequels, I'll admit. But a lot of the either one-shot or first-time movies, I haven't seen Up, so I'm not going to judge on that, but a lot of them are the same formula of Toy Story Part 1. And I noted this, and I don't get it. Even Disney movies aren't that formulaic. I mean, they do have a formula, but it's such a basic formula that everything else can be original, and you've still got a Disney movie. And even then, they'll break away from it more than Pixar tends to, from what I've noticed. I know Pixar's technically Disney, but I keep them separate in my head for a reason. Um, there's also the I also do not like most reality shows. The only one I really like is Cops. And that's again because it doesn't appeal to me, and I never understood the need to be mean and nasty and backstabbing, and that kind of thing doesn't gel with my head. But at the same time, there are things that I don't like that are popular, and I understand why they're popular. Actually, Pixar falls into that too, but it's less so than My Little Pony of all things. I can see why those things are popular. They're actually somewhat good quality shows, and people put effort into them. I can understand why Justin Bieber, of all things, is popular because that's always existed. That's going to be a rant for another time, by the way. If this actually gets off the ground, why pop music? Why not? And no, I'm not a Justin Bieber fan. I actually prefer other things. Um, it's really more along the lines of, you know, what qualities does the product have that appeals to the most people, and that's what creates popularity. It's not the popularity itself. Popularity does not beget popularity. It doesn't work that way. Even with Paris Hilton, it wasn't popularity. It was the fact that she could get herself out there and just happen to have qualities people liked. Big boobs. Sorry. Had to be an idiot. Um, So when people say I don't like something purely on the basis of if it's popular or not, they don't get sympathy from me. I kind of go, well, have you seen something of it? Have you tried something of it? Well, why else didn't you like it? Yeah, I'll ask them that. Same with whether or not they like something or not. Just because it's popular. Like, okay, what appeals to you about it besides it's popular? Um, if it's popular, then I'm gonna go, well, then why? I mean, you're free to do that. I'm not going to say don't ever do that. But you get ready for a very confused or annoyed look from me. The same goes with the polar opposite, liking something because it's unpopular. Just because it's unpopular doesn't mean it's good, okay? Or bad. This is why I don't get the hipster movement. Scary thought. I won't make fun of them for their fashion. I won't make fun of them for their musical tastes. I'll make fun of them for the fact that they will say, oh, I liked that before it was cool. Do you still like it? No, because they sold out, or they're too mainstream now. Like, but they didn't change their style. I know. What? Yeah, I've actually yelled at someone about this for a video game where I think it was a Tekken series. He didn't like Tekken 3 or something. He's like, I can't play the originals because I don't like the new Tekken. Like, what? No, that's stupid. Congratulations, you're an idiot. I even told him, dude, you're a fanboy. That's like he's complaining about something that he could just go to the old games and play them and be happy, but instead refuses to do something he liked because of the rest of the series. That's the other thing I don't get. I got too much crap on my desk. I apologize. Why give something up that you like just because they did something, to raise their popularity that you don't like? The stuff is still the same no matter what, from the past, and you can go back to that. It's not like somebody died or something, and even then you can go back to the recordings for that. It would be like me, not listening to my favorite band because they went from heavy metal to pop. Of course, if they ever did that, I'm going to be trying to figure out the psychology behind that, or whether or not one of them went senile on us very early, but still, I'd still listen to the old stuff, because I love the old stuff. It's something that doesn't gel in my head. Why give up something you like just because they did something you didn't like, and why, when something becomes popular, why does that automatically make it bad when it's exactly the same? I really don't get this fickle personality about all this. It's like, oh, it has to be to my standards of something, or nothing of it is good and it's all spoiled. Like, it doesn't work that way. I don't know. If anyone can explain this, please do. I'll be very happy. Otherwise, catch you later. Bye.